Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to Ironclad RC. I'm Big B. So we got something a little bit different here for the channel. One of my viewers sent this to me. He built it actually. Mino, actually, the owner of the B57 sent this boat recoverer boat launcher, and the shipping was probably more than the actual parts to make it. So for that, I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. So, at the speed run spot, as you guys probably already know, I have to bend over sometimes, get on my belly to actually get my boat out the water, right? Low tide. It actually is sometimes really low, but this is to aid me in getting my boat in and out of the water. Now, this is mainly for my bigger boats. The little boats, I can kind of scoop them right up, right? But this should be pretty freaking awesome, right? So I got everything out. Sorry the lighting's bad. It's raining and there's not a lot of light coming in. And I don't have any lights over here, so you're just going to have to kind of deal with it. So I got it kind of laid out. So this is the handle that goes down into the water. You kind of pick it up with. So we'll go ahead and kind of put this on there. I'm just going to dry fit everything. For this, everything needs to be glued together, right? So he actually has like a union here. Okay, you guys see that? He made it so it could be disassembled, right? So this can be taken off, put it back on for transport. And he's actually put these grub screws in, set screws, I guess you'd want to call them, so that actually keeps everything lined up when you're putting it in the water. This oak dowel has been treated. He said it's been water treated, so that basically goes in the handle that launches the boat. Okay, then you put this union right here together, right? Boom. Okay, like that. Okay, and then this T gets one of these, because we're dealing with large boats, so you would have to make this part of your launcher the width of the boat that you're trying to launch, right? So he got some glue in here. I need to clean that out before we glue it. So these are actually set up with a T. I mean, you could use an elbow right here and like an elbow here, but he actually designed it so they sit. You see that? You see how it kind of sits flat, right? So it's not like teeter-totting or leaning. You can just, it's kind of like a stand, okay? So basically, this guy here goes on this side. Okay, this side right here. Oh, he's got it marked for me. Goes here, okay. And then this goes here. We may need to actually trim this up, depending on how it works, right? So that's going to go in like that, and then basically we'll just pretend like this is the edge, and we're going to launch the boat. You basically set it over the edge with the boat in the cradle. Okay, now we really won't know how it works until I get everything glued together, and it's actually really cool, right? Pretty cool. M4 by 6mm set screws for each joint to keep the PVC pipe from spinning. So I'm gonna need to actually PVC cement this in. Okay, so I got it all finished up. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a parts rundown in just a minute. I'll walk you through what I did. We basically glued it together. All the joints are glued, all of them, minus this. I didn't see the need to glue that. So we actually put set screws in, 2 set screws, top and bottom, in each joint. That will prevent it from twisting, right? I didn't use primer, so take it easy. It should be fine, right? So the set screws, it's just to help it not twist or break the glue joint, right? We ended up with a 28-inch cradle, and then like from the table to the top of my launcher is 27 inches. Okay, you're gonna need to custom design yours for your specific location, right? This should be perfect for my location, right? That's all I need. This tube is actually like this, so it actually gives you a little bit of leverage to pick the boat up, right? So that's probably pretty important. I wouldn't turn it around the other way. It kind of gives you a nice center of gravity to pull from, right? So it's 3/4 inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe. That's important. Schedule 40. Remember that, because it's a thicker walled PVC, and it's really rigid. Shouldn't break or twist or crack or anything like that. Schedule 43 3/4. You got to have one elbow, 190-degree elbow for your handle, 3 T fittings, 2 corners. A 3-way corner. You need 2 of those, 1 for each side. A 3/4 inch coupler, union. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a freaking plumber, so cut me some slack, but this is what it is. A 3/4 inch wooden dowel to go inside the 3/4 inch pipe. Okay, I was thinking it was a 5/8, but it's 3/4. It has like a little O-ring in that union. I don't know if that's important or not, but it come with it, so I put it in there. And your primer, your glue, and some 4mm by 6mm set screws. Okay, I put 2 on each joint, each connection. 2 of them on each connection. Kind of thinking about going 4 on this connection, 4 on each one, just because this is where it pivots. That's where all the weight's going to be bearing, really, in my opinion. Like right here, I think I'm going to put 4 on all 4 of these connections, right? So this is pretty important that you have the elbow, the 3-way elbow here, and the T on this side, because when you put this in the water, right, the water is actually going to go in here, fill this section up with water, right? So it don't want to float so much. And then don't cap this off, because the water actually pushes, well, not water, the air. Water pushes the air out right here, right? So it will float, but it's not going to be so buoyant that you can't get your boat off. Right, so let me grab the area because it's pretty heavy. It's almost all set up. Okay, so I got a box here. I'm gonna throw that box on the floor in case this thing falls. I kept this piece of fence. The wind blew it over, and it broke some of it. I was thinking about trying to make a boat stand out of this PVC fencing. Might be a project one day. Not now. I got a full plate. Got a whole buffet going on right now. So we got the Ariane. It does not have batteries, and it does not have ESCs. You know what? Let's throw this 12S set of packs in here. Let's really weigh this thing down, right? Let's really weigh it down. Okay. Don't want to scratch anything up. Okay. Yeah, I got my servo mount installed. Basically just waiting for ESCs. I got to get the money to get some speed controls for this thing. Yeah, all she needs is ESCs, right? So, okay, so I got it. It's pretty much loaded down. It's a 30-pound boat right now, pretty much. I would imagine 30 pounds. I am scared. I am scared to death, man. I am scared to death right now. I got a bunch of sheets. I'm gonna throw all these sheets out here. All right, in case something happens, right? Okay, so she's loaded out. This is about how heavy this boat will be. Oh God, come on, baby. Okay, so I need to get it balanced out on here a little bit better. Okay. All right, here we go. I wish I could take you guys to the river today and do this, but this is just like we would be launching this boat off the bulkhead, right? I got some sheets and towels on the other side, cardboard in case this thing breaks. Let's check it out. This boat's about 30 pounds right now. Wow, it's actually taking it. So you set it down in the water, boom, get your transmitter. You can either drive it off or you can kind of like just let it float off. Then you load her back up, pull it back in. Oh man, that boat's heavy right now. Let's get a scale, let's weigh it. All right, I don't know if you guys can see it. I got a scale, got a piece of foam on it. Okay, so it's 23 pounds with those 6S bricks in here, right? 23 pounds, and the launcher actually took it, okay? 23 pounds. So the Bulgarian catamaran is gonna be around 28 pounds, 29 pounds, give or take, right? 28 or 29 pounds, give or take. So I might actually cut these down a little bit because it's actually kind of shallow where I launch my boats. So I actually need these things to be a little bit shorter so the boat will float off, but we also don't want the boat to fall off, right? When we launch it, typically it's going to lean on this side because on a mono you actually, well, not this twin, but you want the weight kind of on the left anyway. So it's actually pretty damn comfortable here. It's actually pretty comfortable, boys. That's gonna work, man. One-handed, you use the handle as your leverage point, right? Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I was thinking, or I was scared that this single handle just wouldn't cut it, right? I was thinking that maybe we would actually need to like cut this pipe here, put another T, another union, another, double this handle up. And if you made two handles side by side, right, that may actually give you a little bit more control when you're launching it, right? Right, if you have two of them, it'll kind of keep the boat like going down flat so it don't twist, right? Especially with these heavier boats. So we may actually I might actually do that. We might do that, boys. We might do that. We might put another one in here. Maybe this will be fine for the boats that I'm launching off of it now, Yeah, I think a second one may actually do a little bit better. Only because that will give it it'll sit on the bulkhead, right? And give it 2 points of contact so it don't want to twist while you're putting the boat in the water or picking it up. Having two of them may actually be a little bit more beneficial. But I think it's actually pretty ironclad, right? Pretty ironclad. If you didn't want all this flex right here, I'm sure you could actually put like a snap swivel with a little string here, snap swivel with a little string here. And if you have the room or the area, you could just put your boat in the water and drive it off the launcher, right? If you put the strings there to give it some support for some really heavy boats, they're not going to come in like this, right? Or go off the cradle like that. You're going to have to drive them off, right? So it'll be a little bit of a learning curve once we initially start using it. We'll probably struggle the first couple of launches until we get like a pattern going, or just kind of get used to how it works. And then we'll kind of, really see how it does. Is that freaking epoxy on there? It is. But thank you, Mino. Thank you. And I think this would be a great little project for some of you guys. Not everybody's going to need something like this. I've done pretty good with the smaller boats, but starting to get larger and larger with my boats, it's just, it's tough getting on your belly and picking up a 30-pound boat, right? So thank you. Thank you for sending it. Hopefully this helps the boat gang out. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.